Over its 14-year run, Ninjago has seen many great villains come and go, and with so many awesome minifigures offered up in this time, it's only natural some would be better than others. So today we complete the trilogy by ranking my picks for the top 10 best Ninjago main villain minifigures from the whole theme. Leave your own list in the comments below, and let's kick things off with the first villain Ninjago ever saw. Garmadon. He's been bad, then good, then bad again, then sort of good again, and since Oni Garmadon isn't really a main villain, the Garmadon minifigure who takes this number 10 spot is none other than Emperor Garmadon. Freshly resurrected by Harumi using the Oni masks, Emperor Garmadon bears the signs of a dark ritual as his upper body armor is damaged, revealing his ribcage below with purple blood oozing out. Such a gory detail that just makes me love this minifigure so much more than the movie counterparts. It was a fine addition to the Temple of Resurrection and Oni Titan sets. His cheeky smile might not fit the Emperor Garmadon character, who was more ruthless and zombie-like than before, but it can easily be replaced by an angrier movie Garmadon face. The blue belt also feels a bit out of place, but thankfully that can also be swapped out. All it takes is a few simple changes combining other Garmadons together to make for a perfect Emperor Garmadon minifigure. In 9th place, we jump to Dragon's Rising with Lord Raz. He hasn't been around for long, but this ferocious tiger already has 3 fantastic outfits. For me though, the best of the bunch has to be his original Imperium outfit. I love the purple arm print for his tiger stripes, plus the glorious dark red robe he wears, decorated beautifully with lots of gold front to back, matching up nicely with the shoulder armor piece. Unlike the Chima tigers, Lord Raz's head is a single piece with a nice braided beard and print for his eyes and more tiger stripes. It's a shame about the teeth though. As if this incredible design wasn't enough, he was also really easy to get hold of, appearing in a whopping 5 sets from the first wave of Dragon's Rising. It remains to be seen what his ultimate goal is, but one thing's for sure, Lord Raz has already cemented himself alongside great villains like Pythor and Garmadon, in both design and character. 8th place goes to 2020's Skull Sorcerer. Equipped with the ghastly skull of Hazardeur, Vangelis brought terror to the inhabitants of Shintaro's mountain, enslaving the Geckles and Munts to mine Vengestone in order to fund his great kingdom. His sorcerer robes are adorned in green details, with Dead Rise scrolled down the front in Ninjago language, a really fantastic detail. All of this is topped off by his own exclusive hat piece, with a white face mask moulded into it, giving him a super creepy skull looking face to hide his own, which is very angry indeed. Appearing in 2 wonderful sets for the Master of the Mountain line, the Skull Sorcerer was definitely one of 2020's strongest Ninjago minifigures and a fine addition to this list. 7th place takes us from the dungeons of Shintaro to high up in the clouds with the pirate genie Nadakam. As captain of the airship Misfortune's Keep, Nadakam would stop at nothing to recreate his homeland and obtain infinite wishes, only being stopped by his former first mate with the Tiger Widow venom. He makes good use of the ghost tail piece in a colour exclusive to him, while his body is covered in scars from past fights. His upper body meanwhile is the best type they've made, taking Kozu's armour and remaking it in green with a sky pirate symbol to the front. Armed with the Jin blade to capture those pesky ninja, Nadakam could be found in Skybound's largest sets. At 6, it's a new one with Zarkt. Currently exclusive to the Arc Dragon of Focus, Zarkt is covered in golden chains with a padlock holding them all together in the middle there. They cover up a really strange looking branched purple spirit, which makes it look like he's being locked away inside those green robes, preventing his escape. I think the dark green outfit really works well with this one. So far it looks like each Forbidden 5 member is matching the colour scheme of those original 5 ninja. Zarkt of course matching Lloyd, the green ninja. His hat is also a fantastic new piece, completely exclusive to him, with just a small window at the front allowing his eyes to shine through. Removing it all allows us to see his face in all of its glory, and apparently Zarkt is supposed to be a panther, so that's really interesting to think about. The Forbidden 5 are certainly making their mark on Ninjago with their amazing villain designs, and for me, Zarkt really is the standout one from a stellar collection. In 5th place, it's a hero turned villain with the chilling Ice Emperor of Ninjago's Summer 2019 set wave. Wiped of his memory and tricked by General Vex, all while being corrupted by the Forbidden Spinjitzu scroll, transformed Zane into a ruthless tyrant, bringing forth a terrible ice age to the Netherrealm. What a stunning design this minifigure has. Zane's white samurai armor is dual molded with trans blue crystals, just like the Ice Samurai we looked at in my top 10 villain warriors video, with it also continuing into the helmet. The white and blue really helps give him a frosty appearance. Even Zane's face is consumed by the ice, with a trans blue head, printed with the large mouthpiece and ice crystals over his eyebrows. The Zane we once knew was truly long gone. And even without the armor piece, this figure is decorated with more ice crystals growing around his silver and white samurai outfit, all around finishing it off wonderfully. He's not just one of the best Ninjago villain minifigures, but also one of the all-time best Zane minifigures we've ever gotten. Fourth place goes to another evil ninja, this time Morro, the Master of Wind. Thanks to Dragon's Rising, this ghost now has 3 minifigures, all of which are absolutely brilliant, but the standout for this collection is the evil green ninja. Morro taking over the body of Lloyd, as only a Spinjitzu master can learn air jitsu, find the first Spinjitzu master's tomb, and claim the realm crystal. This suit is a fully corrupted take on Lloyd's Deepstone outfit, with inverted colours and his symbol breaking up in a ghostly green flame. Just like with Zarkt, I think the dark green really looks great for some of these evil minifigures. To the back, Lloyd's dragon symbol's eyes glow green, just like the one from Morro's regular suit. And his face, funnily enough, is actually the Lloyd DX face printed on a bright green head with some eyeshadow added on. The exclusive masterpiece ties this one all together, shrouding Lloyd in mystery with ghastly rags, hiding all the clues to his true identity. We kick off the top 3 now with Pythor P. Chumsworth, the last surviving member of the Anacondrae. He's been purple and he's been white, and I don't think we've ever had a bad Pythor minifigure, but the best of the bunch, it's a tough one between 2012 and 2016, though I do give the edge to 2016. Showing up in the Samurai X Cave Chaos set to get revenge on Lloyd with his ghostly snake staff, this Pythor is adorned in some beautiful white robes, similar to the ones he wore in Rebooted. There's a great little snake head belt buckle, while his blue diamond can be seen peeking out from below the outfit. To the back is a white hood, though how he gets that over his long neck is certainly a mystery. Like all Pythors, his jaw is wide open, ready to eat some snacks, with this head print being the same as 2015's Pythor. It would be nice to one day get a closed mouth version of Pythor, but nevertheless, the white robed Day of the Departed suit is an amazing minifigure to own. Pythor's old boss snatches second place, it's the Golden Master Overlord. He's not a villain I care for in the TV show, but when the battle for Ninjago City was first revealed and we saw that we would finally get an Overlord minifigure almost 2 years after his show debut, the hype was unreal, and the minifigure definitely did not disappoint. The Overlord has had quite a few in the years since, and they've all been pretty good, especially that first Legacy version, but they really did perfect this one on their very first attempt. The Golden Master's creepy purple spirit swirls around his body, covered up by golden armor, it really helping him stand out. His face also has the right amount of creepy with giant purple eyes and a cunning grin. Combining him with the tripod walker just adds so much more to it, with the print from his lower dress piece actually lining up with the sticker included on the mech. With the Overlord confined to history once again, we come to first place, and taking the crown is not one, but 2 villains, the Time Twins Acronix and Crux. These minifigures really are something quite special, and like the hands on a clock, you can't have one without the other, which is why they were both exclusive to the Iron Doom set from 2017. As the elemental masters of time, these rogue ninja became villains shortly after the Serpentine War, convinced by Chen to betray the Elemental Alliance and use their powers to rule. Control time, control everything. And when they returned, they stopped at nothing to obtain the Time Blades for their Iron Doom to traverse the Temporal Ocean. Their amazing suits feature the same complex outfit design, but mirrored and each adorned with accessories relevant to their character. A Borg pod for tech-savvy Acronix, while Crux stays true to his roots with a simple sand timer. Removing their masks reveals Acronix to be a youngster, while his twin brother Crux is significantly older and has a disguise as museum curator Dr. Saunders. Of course, when the twins were supposedly defeated by Wu and Garmadon, Acronix was sent forwards in time, skipping the 40 years that Crux had to live through in secret. 8 years on, these really have aged well, which is probably a big reason why they're some of the most expensive Ninjago minifigures to get hold of today, which, you know, for 5 small pieces is pretty insane. And so, with the Time Twins securely at the top, these are the top 10 best main villain minifigures that Ninjago has come up with in my opinion. With quite a few Elemental Masters showing up here, it might be worth checking out this video I made last year, ranking them all from least to most valuable. Though of course, because of Morro and the Forbidden 5, it's already outdated.